Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Shit Guys Talk About. Today we got the Manic Genius, we got Sagacious Taj, Phil's back in the building, and we got Jessie back. So before we jump into these topics, man, how's everybody doing?
So relaxed right now.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah, solid.
Blessed and grateful.
All right, man. Everybody got their beverage and shit. You know, everybody good. Manic over there celebrating a birthday, man. You getting old over there.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Yeah, the little ones getting bigger, making me feel older and older.
Mm-hmm. Every time one of y'all like kids or somebody has a birthday that you know, man, I'll be like, damn, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait till they turn 14.
Oh. I was telling him that the other day. I was like, hey, he's gonna whenever high school years hit, it's a wrap.
Yep.
Taj, you got a high schooler, don't you?
She finna be middle school bound.
Oh, okay.
She about to turn 10 next month.
Yeah. When they start getting out of high school, man, boy, it's rough. So prepare for that. Y'all hit me up. School. You want me to walk you through it?
I got
send y'all some liquor recommendations.
Yeah, I'll be in your inbox.
Yeah. Hit me up. I got some great liquor recommendations for each mood and shit.
It started. I got 4 years.
But all right, we'll go ahead. We'll jump into the first topic and stuff like that. I just wanted to catch up with everybody and stuff. So the first topic today, man, it's been like one of the biggest things in like YouTube going around. And it was like, I don't know if y'all seen that clip of the lady at the Cheesecake Factory when the guy was taking her out on a date and she was like, I'm not going up there. So just to give y'all a little more context and stuff, like she was Manic, an hour late or something like that, because he had plans for like I think a 5-star restaurant. I forgot which restaurant it was, Aria or something like that. But she was late for that, so I guess they had to miss their reservation. So I guess he was improvising. So he was gonna take her over to Cheesecake Factory, and that's when the whole thing kind of spiraling out of control. She was like, "You don't take a female, like me over to the Cheesecake Factory and stuff like that." So I do got some of the clip. I'm gonna play that. So y'all can get more of a context, but I just want to give y'all a little bit of background. And then, of course, we're going to jump into some questions and break it down. So let me cue that up real quick. Can y'all see everything?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let me know. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Okay.
You're recording me?
Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
All right, let me pause it real quick. So far,
Man.
who want to go first? Because I'm kind of ready to cook.
I feel bad for the guy, man. He's such a nice guy. Like, for real, stay your ass in the car. Like, I'm going to go enjoy some cheesecake. I know that.
Look,
So
she ain't all that.
She really not. I didn't want to say that.
Man,
I didn't
she
want to
look
say
like
that.
a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, man.
No.
Shit.
Go ahead, Phil. Break it down. You said she ain't all that.
The fact that she looks like a girl like me. I'm sitting here like, girl like who? We talking about the same chick? Nah, bro. She's nowhere near the caliber to even talk. And the best she gonna get from me is McDonald's. I'm not fucking take her to the Cheesecake Factory because
McDonald's.
I'm being dead ass. I don't know how the hell she can look at the
Phil,
dude
you're
and be
nice. I wouldn't be seen out in public with her.
You said what now?
I said you're nice taking her to McDonald's. I wouldn't be seen out in public with her. It would ruin my brand.
You're clearly a different mindset. But like, the point I'm trying to make is that the fact that she looked at dude and was like, nah, I'm not going anywhere. It just shows that the mentality that she has of like, oh, I should be treated here, when really she's like here. So it's like you're putting yourself on a pedestal that like you don't need to be on at all. Not like you can't, like anybody can't reach. You don't need to be there, period. I have like been on multiple situations, or I've taken a female to a Olive Garden or a Red Lobster or whatever, because it's the first time meeting somebody. When you're first meeting somebody, what the hell's wrong with coffee? What's wrong with tea? It's a conversation. If we're deep in the relationship, obviously I'm going to try to take my girl to a really nice restaurant eventually. And in some parts of the world, Cheesecake Factory is like up there. Like it really is. So, you know, you got to make reservations at these places. And the fact that old boy made the reservation, she was late, she fucked it up. She got to take what she can get. And now she's on the mentality of like, oh, no, I'm not eating here. Bye. Get your ass in the car and take off then. I'll go in there and eat some cheese by my damn self. I don't care. Period.
There you go.
That's good perspective. So, Taj, how would you have handled that situation? Because yeah, the guy was mad polite.
He was very polite, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like you already know how I can be. I could be a bit of an asshole for real. I would let her ass sit there in that car. Stay in the car. I'm with Phil on that. I'll take my ass in there by my damn self. Enjoy me a good meal. That shit ain't cheap. And come think of it, it's a lot of people that wouldn't mind going up to a freaking Cheesecake Factory rather than somewhere else. You know,
Yeah, that's
what
what I was trying to figure out. I'm like,
man.
when is Cheesecake Factory cheap? Or when is that a bad
It's not
spot? Like, I
cheap.
like it.
Oh
You know,
man, that's a mid-tier restaurant. That's not no
Yeah.
like bottom of the barrel restaurant just because it's a chain.
You got to make reservations or you don't have to, but you can make reservations at the Cheesecake Factory.
yeah, busy ones. Because I know, like, you start getting that DC area, them things be packed, man. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't no joke. Sorry, Jesse. How would you handle that situation right there?
Man, shoot, sitting here thinking of how I would handle it. I probably would have been like, okay, you know what? You're right. You do deserve a 5-star restaurant. I would have drove her to a 5-star restaurant. I would have got out. I would have opened the door for her and like, okay, I'm gonna park the car, and I would have left, and I never would have talked to her again. I would have left her at the 5-star restaurant. You figure it out from there. That's what you deserve. Hey, I'm who am I to tell you what you deserve? It's just the fact that you're being ungrateful about given the situation. Because I watched the video, and she was running late for work, but you didn't communicate. You left this man in the car for an hour, right? For an hour, and then he still was nice enough to stay,
Right.
and still willing to change the plans and figure it out and take you somewhere else. The amount of ungratefulness for this woman. This is what nasty women look like, and she don't deserve to go out with him at all.
Point.
She don't even deserve to be sitting in his passenger seat, because how dare you, looking like a Ninja Turtle, sitting in the passenger seat with a wig on? Like, give me a break. You got to be kidding me.
That's crazy as hell, man.
And then to record it and put it on social media, like it's just how dare this?
You know, that's what
dude,
everybody
like,
do now, man.
Yeah, that's just so ugly to me. And yeah, hopefully do it. He ain't even go entertain it, because nah.
All right, Manic, how would you handle that situation?
Honestly, if we made it that far to the Cheesecake Factory and she wasn't cool with it, and I'd understand. I would honestly probably just have a conversation with her and let her know that, you know, I got things to do, and that, you know, this just isn't the right time, and I, you know, take her back to her place, and that'll be the last time I would talk to her.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would have went in the Cheesecake Factory, ate, and came back. I would have been like burping and stuff, but she'd been in there hungry. Like, I'm like, damn, you missed out, man. That food was fire. I'll come out with a little piece of cheesecake. I'll be eating it in the car. I'm like, hey, did you still want to talk about why you didn't want to go in there? Because I had a fabulous time. Yeah, I'm going in anyways. You can stay in this car because, hey, I'm taking the keys with me.
Yeah, I mean, if I was really hungry and I wanted Cheesecake Factory, I probably would order online while we had that conversation. And then while we're having the conversation, and my food's getting prepared, once it's prepared, then I would have got it. She didn't want to eat there anyway, so I would have got my food and then I would have drove her home.
Yeah, because on some real shit, I might have bagged something in the joint and be like, "Hey, can you get in the back seat? Because she's, she got shotgun, so you need to." But then it'd be like with Joy, when Jessie was breaking down the story, would you guys have even waited for her at because she left him in the car? Like you were
I'm
saying,
not waiting for
Jessie?
Oh
nobody.
yeah, nah, definitely not waiting
Yeah.
no hour.
I ain't
He
waiting
was
for
sitting out
nobody.
front of her place for an hour.
Mm.
For an
No.
hour, and she didn't invite
You
him
got
up
5 minutes,
because
if that.
she just met him. Like, and he was like, "I understand. All right, cool." And he still waited in the car, but because of the time frame, he changed the plans. He was like, "I did have plans to take you here, but because of the time frame and the wait, he was like, I made adjustments, and this is where I decided to take you."
Mhm.
But do y'all think? I mean, because he seemed kind of like a sucker, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I would, after
I
all
wouldn't
this,
call
I
him a
mean,
sucker. I think he just a nice dude.
That's
That's
a sucker.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm agree with
Nah,
Tosh.
good
He was
guy.
trying to talk to her like he was like, talk to me. Let me know let me know why you're feeling this way. What the hell
Yeah.
transpired? How did we get to this point? He was trying to figure it out. And then
Right.
she's on this whole like, trying to record him and shit. And he's like, "You want to record? Cool, that's not a problem. Talk to me." Like he was
He
trying to
still wanted
like
to get to
figure
the
out what the
bottom of
fuck.
it. Even
Right.
try to make her feel
Right.
comfortable. You know what I mean? He was a nice soft tone voice
Very nice dude.
while she was getting uppity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
He is
that's a
soft.
real man.
I would say he's
That's a
definitely
real
soft for
man.
that shit. He is. But
that's a real man.
but
That's a real man. Like, yeah.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I'm not gonna
let's
snap
figure
on her or
this out.
nothing, but I'm not gonna sit around. I don't need to figure nothing out. Like, you're entitled. You think I need to like have a little conversation with you? I'm going to eat. Like, bye. I'll be back.
I got a
Like,
question. I got a
wait
question.
out here.
I got a question for the panel. How long would you wait? I'll start with Jessie, and then we'll go Phil, and then we'll work our way up. Jessie, how
Okay.
long would you wait? You're going on a date with a woman, and
I like
she's like,
this.
"Hey, I'm not ready yet." How long would you wait?
How long would I wait?
Yeah, you pulled up at her place, ready to pick her up, and she's not ready yet. How long would you wait?
So, shoot. I mean, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is plausible. If I'm in a car, yeah, I'm waiting 30 minutes. I'm
Okay.
waiting 30.
Phil, how long you waiting?
so it depends. If the person is consistently texting me and we're communicating, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and they're constantly talking to me, let me know what they're doing, that'll determine how long I'm gonna wait. If I text you and say, hey, I'm downstairs, I don't get shit, 15, I'm out.
Well, no, you called them and they say,
I'm out.
"Hey, I'm not ready yet. I'm still getting ready." And they, how long would you be willing to wait?
I'll say 20 minutes.
Okay.
Especially if we already established the time frame and we were leaving.
Yeah. 20. All right. Go ahead, Taj.
Why you take so long? Like,
Yeah,
Because
you
I was,
I'm like, you need another like.
no, because I was thinking about what Phil said. He said he wait 20 minutes. I'm like, this brother lying because he don't be waiting for nobody. But
Be waiting for your ass all the time. Tell him,
my
Phil.
man, like, he left me like so many times. I'm like, hey, I'm on my way. This dude would be like, I'm already in DC, man. I'm like, oh shit.
That's a pattern,
we
though.
not gonna
It's
do
a pattern,
that.
Phil.
We're not gonna do it. We not because I'm about to air your whole shit out. Don't even fucking do it. Don't even do it. Let's get back on topic. Go back on topic.
Taj, go ahead. How long would you wait?
For me, it's like what Phil said. We've been communicating the whole entire time, and she let me know this, that, and the other. Then cool, yeah, I'll go ahead and wait. But if it's past the time that you said you'll be done, I'm sorry. You can love me, hate me, but I'm leaving your ass right there. I ain't got time for games. Probably 10 minutes the highest I'll go. Especially if I'm traveling a far distance. I gotta really be feeling you to like wait for you. Especially if we're already past the time or whatever, and you're steady getting like, how long does it take you to get dressed, like to get right? You know what I mean? And especially with me, I like natural. Don't put on no face. Don't put on no wig, nothing like that. Come out as yourself. We ain't got time to waste. I'm trying to show you out to a good time. You know what I mean? So no, you got at least 10 minutes. Ladies, I'm sorry. You can love me or hate me, but I'm standing on that firmly. 10 minutes and I'm out.
I'll probably wait about 45. But that's because I'm gonna show up 30 minutes late.
Oh shit.
You said what time you gonna show up late?
I'm gonna show up 30 minutes late.
Yeah, you are
I'm late to
late.
everything.
This
I'm late
cat
to
ain't never
everything
on
except for
time.
work. Yeah, I'm never on time. So I give that 15-minute grace period.
Okay.
On top of my
That's
30
fair.
minutes being late.
Yeah, that's
Damn,
that's
kid.
funny because I'm late to everything.
Well,
That's
better.
why I said 30 minutes.
It's always late. I'm gonna because I heard him. I don't know. I'm like, yo, I'm coming to get you at 9:30. He be like, all right, bet. I'm about to hop in the shower now. He's still downstairs watching a fucking movie. I'm like, bro, we gotta go. Or he'd be like, yo, meet me at the house at 9:30. He pulls it at 12:30. Anyway, go back.
So the scenario was
15 minutes.
I'm calling up to her and then she's letting me know that she's not ready.
Yeah. How long you waiting?
Oh, I'm if I got to call up there, she's like, hey, I'm not ready, and she didn't give me that common courtesy. Yeah, I'll just roll out. I'll be like, hey, okay, well, we'll schedule something some other time or something. I'm peeling out. I'm going to happy hour. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait.
Oh damn.
And I'll give her the location. Like, hey, I'm just gonna hit up this spot. You can meet me there and stuff. See if she'll pull up. But yeah, I'm not gonna wait.
So, damn. So I got 15 minutes. With Jesse, you said 20?
30.
You said 30? Okay.
Yeah,
And Taj,
30.
you said how long?
10.
10. Okay.
10.
So we got Jerk 0. Phil, you said 20? 20? Okay, 20. Okay, so we all pretty within range except for Jerk. Jerk said 0.
So what are y'all gonna do in the car when y'all waiting? Like, what y'all gonna listen to like slow songs and shit?
Nah,
Listen to that Keith Sweat.
I always travel with my Kindle. So
Oh, okay. So you're gonna read and stuff.
yeah, I'll probably just.
Are you gonna like work out what you're gonna say to her? Because I know you got to be kind of fuming and stuff.
You could scroll through Instagram. You could do a whole bunch of shit for 20 minutes. I can listen to like 4 or 5 songs. I'll be in there singing. Just be like, all right, cool. Well, that's 4 songs. Gotta go. I'm out.
But I'm saying, like, when she finally comes down and stuff, are you gonna like mention something to her, like, hey, man, like, we can't be doing this? Or are you just gonna like roll with the punches and stuff, like just act like nothing's bad?
I'll be like, you want TP time today? Okay, all right. Well, let's go ahead and go. I ain't gonna let the fuck up today. Let's get out of here. And again, it depends how much I like her or how much I'm feeling her.
That's what I said. It all depends. I gotta really be feeling you if I'm gonna be waiting. That's how you know I'm really feeling you if I'm waiting for your ass. Because I don't wait for nobody.
So let me ask y'all this then, because like, okay, imagine that you waited, and then you get this type of reaction. I mean, would y'all go off? Because this is.
If I showed up on time,
hell no.
and I had to wait.
Yeah, just imagine the time you gave, and like, okay, she finally comes down, and then you're pulling up to like Cheesecake Factory. Y'all like dappered up, and then you get that whole video treatment like of that guy. I mean,
that's when I'm giving my sister Ebony a call. Cause somebody gotta get their ass whooped. Real talk, bro. Real talk.
Nah, bro, this is what I do. I'll be like, all right, I'll take her to a restaurant, a real nice one. Be like, yo, I'm gonna go park the car, get in there, find us a seat, and go the fuck home. That's what I do.
You
Let her
go
ask
to
on a
Jessie
restaurant,
route,
and I'll dip. Yep, 100%. But yeah, give me a table, babe. All right, cool. Going. I'm out.
Yep, I'm out. See ya.
That would be funny,
Peace.
but I don't think I would have I think I wouldn't do that. I'd probably just take her home and just call it a night.
That's even being generous for real.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But you see, man, it's just crazy when you start lining it up like that. That dude is, man, he's a very nice guy, but I don't even say I would have raised my voice and stuff like that. That's why I was like, man, I'll just go inside. I'll eat. I'll just like wind down, and I'll be like, look, you could probably leave if you don't want to wait, because I'm going in. I'm getting all the desserts. Get like 5 drinks. So I'm like, you might want to roll out and get you an Uber because it's about to go down in here. I'm not leaving this spot.
Going back to what Manic said as far as taking her home. If I were to take that route, man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna jam to some Lenny Kravitz, bro. Fly away, because that's what's gonna be like flying through my mind the whole entire time. I'm gonna put
Well,
that
because
shit
I
on
can
blast.
just see her
All
like
types
cussing
of
you.
subliminals for her ass.
Oh, for real. So you
For
gonna have a
real.
Lenny Kravitz play.
I'm gonna be petty as fuck, bro. I'm like, listen to these lyrics, because this is what I want to say to your ass.
Cause
That's
man,
all.
I don't think it's safe to even drive home with her, man. Cause like she look like one of them chicks that's like gonna start like cussing you out because you're not gonna do what she says and stuff. So I can see her cussing Manic out. You know, she out there looking like a skittle with bad braids and shit.
Hey,
She gonna
look,
be
man,
there.
if that ever
You
happens
gonna
to
just
you,
take
Hey,
me
that's
home? I'm a dime. Like, oh hell no.
that's
It's
perfectly
gonna be a
fine.
long ass ride home.
Now, what I would
Yep.
do is just ignore her. And I think when somebody really wants a reaction out of you and they're cursing you out, and you just like you show them that your peace cannot be disturbed.
secretly he gonna be sending me a text saying, "Hey, what's your sister number?"
Yeah.
How
much I gotta pay,
Look,
Ebony?
here she goes. She'll be waiting. She always on time.
All right, I'm gonna send her the location. We pulling up now.
Hell yeah. But for real though, I feel what he's saying though.
No,
Like,
no,
like
on some
don't give
real,
her
I
no
would
power,
just,
man.
yeah, I would just ignore it, and I think that would like fester in her, you know, just from my experiences, like it would just fester. It's like nah, just going a mile a minute. I would just be like, I would just be so cool, calm, collected, and then yeah, it would just irk her even more, and then I don't know, yeah, I think she would put hands on me.
Yeah, you gonna get hit. She
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
squeak on you. Gonna be weaving in traffic like, oh shit. Yeah, she just gonna hit it with that A time. She gonna hit it with that overhand right. She gonna be like,
Hell
wow.
yeah.
He be like, oh.
You ain't gonna see that shit coming.
Then I'm gonna eat that shit. I'm like, I was hungry.
Since we
Like,
didn't
that's
get
it?
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
There are some like that though. They get annoyed when you don't say shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
nah.
I get them
So, like,
vibes
be
from her.
ready.
Like,
That's some. That's most.
Yeah, I can't front. You
You
right.
want to break a
You right.
woman, just ignore her ass.
but
Why
the
you ain't
reason
saying
I
nothing?
would be trying to detach from her like
Oh, yeah,
ASAP
for
because
sure.
if somebody is sitting there just recording you, man, they already are on some different type of time, and I'm just gonna like. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna stay there, and it's like, yo, move on. Like, you want to Uber? Here's some money or whatever. Like, you
You know what?
gotta
That's an
go.
option too. Like you gotta get
Yeah.
out my vehicle now, bro. After all that, here,
Yeah.
get yourself an Uber, man, because you ain't riding back with me.
Because I
You
would
got
want to
problems.
detach with somebody like that. But let me ask you
Yeah.
guys a question like that. So because like I was watching some other live, and they were talking about coffee dates, and a lot of the females was like, I wouldn't go on a coffee date. And then I seen this clip right here where she's like refusing to go to certain types of restaurants. Man, what comes to mind when you see females saying stuff like that? And I think Jessie touched on it a little bit. You were saying like they're just like ungrateful and not appreciative. So would you typically like avoid these type of women? And I'll go to you, Tosh. Oh, go ahead, Jessie. I'll go to you first.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you good.
Yeah, I would say, man, it's just a sense of entitlement, man. Like
Yeah.
that, like if somebody like it's a standard that that some women have that's unrealistic to say that okay, well, I'm only going to get a good guy if they're willing to take me to these higher price places. And to me, it just has the ring of gold digger. Like you only want to date dudes in a certain financial caliber, and you're not really worried about the character of a man. You're more worried about the financial status of a man.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And yes, I would avoid those women. Yes.
So what about you, Taj?
What was the question again?
So when you hear women like that, that's like, hey, I wouldn't go to this type of place. I want to go to like Cheesecake Factory. I want to go on a coffee date with a guy. What kind of like comes to your mind when you hear that coming from like certain type of women?
That they wouldn't want to go to a Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah. They're like kind of telling you like, I wouldn't go to these spots. I'm above that.
Oh, then no, you ain't got no shot with me at all. I'm original. I'm not about to go all out on a first date, because to me the first date is, if it's the first meeting or whatever, I want to take the time to really just sit down, talk to you, get to know you, pick your brain a bit, and just show you out to a nice, simple time, just to get a feel. That way we can get a feel for each other. I'm not about to, throw doves for you on the first night, and then I don't know where it's going to go after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may get lucky the second date, but you're already chasing me away if you're talking like that. You know what I mean? You ain't all of that. No woman is all of that. You know what I'm saying? So No, I wouldn't. I would run away screaming.
All right, Manic. What comes to
Um,
mind when you kind of hear that things coming from certain women?
I think the first thing for me, I'm very analytical. The first thing when I hear women speak like that, I look at their age, right? Now, if they're young, then it's just like, okay, they're just easily influenced and they have bad influences around them, kind of having them to have this type of perspective or to look at life without actually experiencing it and just thinking that, hey, this is a standard. This is what other women are doing. So I need to do this too. So it just it's like easily influenced, and the people that she surrounds herself with are terrible. So that's like red flags. It's like two red flags right there. Easily influenced by dumb people, and then bad influences. That's if you're young. If you're older and you have that mentality, it's just like, oh, okay, this makes perfect sense. This is why you're single. And it's just like, I'm gonna also pass up on this because this is a L. You're a walking L. And it was an opportunity, but I think what people have to realize, especially dating, you should be vetting people out and finding things that um, that you're just not going to be okay with. And somebody who's, as Jesse said, is entitled, it's just not somebody that's going to work well with my lifestyle and my situation, because you know what I require is reciprocity. And I'm trying to see us both do well, and I'm already doing well. So it's just like, I want my partner or somebody who's gonna be aligning with me to also be in a space to do well. And entitled people don't do well. There's nothing you can really do with an entitled person. It's like, you even if you give them tools to take 3 steps forward, they're going to take 4 or 5 back. So it's just going to be like, it's going to slow you down if you're ambitious as a man, and you should avoid women like that who are entitled.
No, good take. Phil, coming to you next. So what do you kind of think when you hear like a female saying like, I'm not going to go to a spot like this, or I'm not going to do this, like the coffee dates and stuff like that?
So I think that, like, just defending women for a second, I think like a lot of women who have a father in their life, they're treated like a princess, they're treated like a queen from a very young age. And if they're given all the things that their dad's gonna, like, you're not gonna put up with this, you're not gonna put up with that. And a lot of my age African American women have that, like, that mentality of like, I deserve this because this is how I was raised. And I understand it to a point, but at a certain age, you kind of have to like take a step back and realize that, like, not everyone is going to have that type mentality towards you. And in her case, if she continues to do that shit, she's going to end up being by herself. Like, she's going to be alone, because there's, again, this sounds fucked up, but she's not that bad of a woman to be sitting there saying like, oh no, look at me, you got to put me on a pedestal. No,
Solid 4.
no, I wouldn't give her a 4. Like, and her personality is her a fucking 1.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
100%.
But even if she was a dime, it's still a L. It's going to be an L regardless of how she looks. Doesn't matter how attractive she looks. Like, yes, you could stomach it, if she's, bad. Some people can, but I couldn't. So I would just know already, like, damn, man, you look so good, but
Be the pretty ones that have the ugly ass attitude.
yeah, you just ruined it. Damn. But I mean, it's good because it saves you time. And now that time you would have spent, like, if she was like half-assed with her like entitlement or like playing games, and you could be like, man, you could find yourself in like a 1-2 month relationship or situationship or whatever the case may be. You could find yourself wasting a lot of time with a woman like that, versus when they give it to you up front and show you their true colors and show you that entitlement. It's actually saving you time, because now you can make that decision right then and there. Like, okay, I'm not even invested. Like, I need to drop this.
Yeah.
No, that's facts. Because I think guys sometimes, and I do like the guys' approach being calm and stuff and somewhat talking it out. But it's like, man, you could figure that out quick. But it's just like, when I hear females that do say stuff like that, I like what the approach Phil took, where it's just like some of them do got that princess mentality, but I just think like some females don't understand where it comes off like you're unwilling to compromise. So it's like if you like somebody, man, like if somebody was like, hey, whether it's a friend or somebody that liked me was like, let's go over here. I might not like the spot, but I'm grown enough that I could go in there, find something off the menu and, just go over there, meet the person, vibe out with them, bring positive energy. So it's just like when you're just upfront, like, I'm not going here because of whatever excuse. It's just like, if you're not willing to compromise on something simple like that, man, you could have some issues down the line. I think that's what Manic was hitting. And I think guys, man, take them cues. Like if somebody's like that up front, man, get out of there. Because
Get up out of there.
let them know. Don't be mean about it. Be like, hey, I just think we're not a good match. I'm gonna move on. But like, leave them there because obviously that's if they're out on that data market, that's that thing why they're probably single because they're probably unwilling to compromise. They're entitled and stuff like that. So they giving you that like playbook right up there in the front. But I just think sometimes, man, we want to like justify it, keep stuff moving along, and it's like that answer is like waving right in your face. So I like what you guys were saying. Yeah, because that's when I hear it, man. I just like either it's like they're not willing to compromise, definitely the entitlement, gold digger, or they just are not attracted to you. Because it's just like, if somebody is truly attracted and wants to be with you, man, they're going to go wherever. They're like, man, if it's a walk in the park, we go get an ice cream cone. I'm cool with that. I just want to spend some time with you. So that's why I think like it falls in one of those 4 categories. So I definitely like y'all perspectives on that.
Yeah. I'll say one thing too, like no disrespect to the dude, but just how her attitude and how she carries herself. And then looking at him, I don't even think that dude is her type. So
Not at all.
So I mean, one of the things I've kind of noticed with women, when some women are nice enough to be like, hey, this guy is not my type. I'm not even gonna like go there with it, and they would just say no politely and just avoid the whole nonsense. But some other women will be like, hey, you know what? This is just an opportunity for me to get free dinner and just go out. So I think that it's not necessarily the place is the issue. It's, you have to, because a woman, if she's attracted to you and she's really feeling you, it really don't matter where you take her. Like if the dude, instead of him being him, if he was Morris Chestnut, even without the money, just the look and physique. Yeah.
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah.
Now that's a Mr. Steal girl right there.
Yeah. So what?
That's a Mr. Steal girl right there.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think she would care if he was like, hey, let's just go take a walk in the park. She would be like, oh man, I'm getting an opportunity to, be with a guy that other women, deem as like a guy or yeah. So I don't think it's a matter of the place. I think it's more or less of she's like, you with me, I feel like I'm up here and you're down here. And it's not the case. They're just that's just not her type. Like there's another woman who would look at him and be like, oh man, he's an average guy or even above average. So I think she's just seen him as so below average that, it kind of it elevated herself in her mind.
So you think in a way she was kind of thinking she was settling down and he's got to pay for like my time and stuff.
Oh yeah. It's like you got to take me here. It's like not every guy has the same, for women, I'm noticing that, different guys can get away with different things. And it's based on how they feel about you. And sometimes it's real, sometimes it's just unfortunate because she's like, damn. But I mean, we got to live in reality. So if someone's showing you those signs that they're not really feeling you, you got to just, kind of keep it pushing or just understand what the situation is.
No, facts. Yeah.
Shit, most guys fall for that whole texting shit. If that girl ain't hitting you up, like if it's like a whole 15-minute gap or an hour gap, she ain't hitting me, son.
Yeah.
It's time to go on somewhere. Like she's giving you a dead giveaway right there.
Yeah. You spot on. It's like those indicators. I think like guys are bad at like looking at. Because it's just like with him, he's just, I think sometimes, man, he might be struggling maybe with some females and stuff. So he finally gets that attention. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna let the disrespect go on at any cost, you know, just because I want to be with a female so bad. And it's just like,
You got something
man,
like
don't
that.
do
Some
that.
females like control too now. You know,
Yeah,
they
no,
can be that
absolutely.
too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you got
They can
that.
be
You
one
got
of the
that
yes
on both
men.
sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got that on both sides. Like some women love that control and
Yeah.
have that power over their man. I think she's a clear example of it too. I think she wants that, like, because it, like, say he would have, you know, been like, you know what, okay, we can go to this 5-star restaurant, blah blah blah, and I guarantee you she'd have been like, yeah, that's better, and she would have kept it going with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, facts. My man she should have made it past the food trucks, you know, a panini or nothing.
Hell, just take it to the Odyssey, bro. That shit fun.
Shoot, at that point, you just don't feed her at all. No, not even feed her nothing. Like, you know what? Yeah, hey, you don't have to eat Cheesecake Factory. This is pure, like, hey, this is what the best we made of the circumstances. Either you want it or you don't, and obviously you don't. If you go give me that, I'm not one to accept the entitlement at all. I'm not the one
Yeah.
for it. You can't give me no entitled man and just think that it's gonna fly with me.
Well, because
Ain't gonna
Manic
fly.
hit it, man. There's somebody that's out there, man, that would kick it with you, man, and just at any cost, any place. And that's what you need to align with. And I think sometimes, like, dudes, we are shallow to a certain extent where I think, like, especially if it's like a bad female, and I like what Manic said was like, hey, it don't matter with like entitlement if how bad they are. You know, you don't take that disrespect. But I do see like a lot of guys who'll take on that disrespect because, you know, how a female looks and stuff. And it's just like, man, a lot of times they get drugged through the mud because of that and stuff. Where if it's like, man, if you get that person that naturally likes you, like Todd said, that's hitting you back, that's responsive, showing you that respect, man, willing to kick it, man, you're just gonna have a way better like relationship. So, you know, you might have to sacrifice maybe what you feel is like in the looks category, but when you get that person that's genuine and you just got a better like situation and they gonna look out for you, that's where they call the what was it, ride and die chicks back in the day and stuff. So it's like, yeah, get you somebody that like truly likes you, man. That's like, hey, I don't give a damn what we do. I just want to, you know, spend that time with you. Right. I'm telling you, man, it'll alleviate a lot of this like bad stuff.
Oh, you want to know something? I think for real. What I think
what's up?
For real. I don't believe the video for real.
Yeah.
I think it's fake. It's scripted because for one, it's like Manic said, that dude is nowhere near her type. He don't even look like the type that would even try to go for her. You know, same thing, vice versa. I recently saw another video of a guy, you know, catching hell because he took his girlfriend out to a nice, expensive restaurant and he paid for her meal or whatever, but she wanted him to pay for her friends that she brought to the event. And he's like, hell no, I ain't paying for all of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay. But then come to find out, maybe two videos after that, you know, they revealed that it was scripted, it was fake. The whole thing was fake. But see, everybody believed it, and because it went viral, kind of like this woman now, you know, we're all giving her all this attention, and the video may not even be real. We in 2023, man.
You said the cap is that real? No, I definitely believe, man. Because like when I saw that clip, I'm like, man, he is just too calm. And like I said, I'll be calm, but ain't no way in hell like I'm gonna be taking you to multiple spots and trying to convince you that you need to roll with me. Like we would have been done after that. So now I could definitely see that
situation. I'm pretty sure situations like that happen, but this one here, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a little over the top. Because I was like, Cheesecake Factory is a straight place, man. Like ain't nobody gonna be mad.
It is, and it ain't cheap.
They're all right.
Nah, because I asked my wife, I was like, hey. I was like, would you ever have an issue? She was like, shoot, we can go there right now. Like, listen, you taking me? I was like, hey, nah, we ain't going, but we about to go to Subway. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. That's not the move. I'm just, this is a scenario. Like, calm down. Like, yeah, I got these, shout out to Jared. I was like, we going to Subway. Like,
nah, man, go to Wawa, man. They got pizza.
I don't know if you want to mention Jared. Man, he's in hot water. He in the same boat as
Jared's cousin.
Okay.
Ain't he in prison now?
Herod.
Yeah. Man, it's a registered offender.
But now, if y'all don't have anything else on this, man, we'll go ahead and jump into the next topics. I'm gonna switch out our second topic for like a Reddit scenario, and we'll do Rockefeller one, you know, the whole Jay-Z breakup and stuff. We'll do that on the next one when CLS comes back, because I definitely wanted to cook him on that debate.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and
All
I'll
right.
queue up the Reddit one. Give me 1 second there. Manic, could you read this one?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's a short one.
Yeah, it's short, but it's a good question.
Okay. All
Can you
right.
see
Y'all
it,
ready?
or you need it?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. We're good.
All right.
Does personality matter for guys? I feel like guys would rather choose a 10 out of 10 girl with a shit personality than an average girl with an awesome personality. This is why I don't have a boyfriend. It's all about looks in the dating scene.
All right. So
There we go.
what do you think about this question? And I'll start with Jesse on this first.
I'm gonna say absolutely. Personality matters. Matters a lot. Personality matters more than looks because man, somebody could look great. 10 out of 10, they could have all the features you need and physically like good to look at. But man, if you can't hold on a conversation, you can't carry on a conversation. I can't laugh and joke with you, right? Like, man, shoot, that seals the deal. We can't laugh and joke. We can't talk about serious issues. Like, you can't teach me anything. Like this, like, because it's not always about like the guy teaching the woman everything. It has to be reciprocated. Like we're supposed to teach each other stuff. So for me, it's a yeah. I need personality, man. You can't just look pretty and just smile and wave. Nah, I need you to be able to communicate. I need you to be able to open your mouth, like talk to me.
Okay. I like that. All right, Taj, how about you? Is personality more important, or would you shoot for that 10 for 10?
No, I go for the personality. The looks is a bonus, but I'm in to go for the personality. If we can vibe together, we can smoke together, we can chill and just relax together. You know what I mean? Intimacy is more important than anything else. You know, I don't care about the looks and all that. You could be, and I ain't going self for no butt ass ugly girl, no, but yeah, shoot for that personality.
All right. Manic, how about you? Based on that scenario, do you think personality or like 10 for 10, solid 10 is more important?
I'm definitely saying personality because personality is what you're going to be able to vibe with and what you're going to be able to actually connect with. But the problem is personality is subjective and everybody thinks that they have a great fucking personality.
There you go.
I do have a great personality. The fuck you mean?
But the reality is you have a great personality from your perspective. Like a lot of these women don't have great personalities and that's the issue. So
Manic want that smoke.
yeah.
What you mean many of them don't have can you break that down?
Yeah, for sure. If you're not getting the results that you desire, your personality is probably not there. Or you have a lack of awareness and you're allowing, the wrong type of people in your life. But that speaks to who you accept because women don't let everybody into their life. So they have to willingly allow these toxic, negative people into their life that, make their life not so great. So I think we all understand the whole like, oh, women, they'll say, oh, I know a good guy, but he's just not my type. It's like, that's when you get the results, those negative results, because you think that you associate quality or, good in somebody as not as exciting. like everybody wants the excitement, but you can't, play with fire and not expect to get burned every once in a while.
Unless you like the singe here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you like the
Toxic
little
Taj.
singe here and there.
Yeah.
That's his new name.
Come on, man.
Toxic
I'm
Taj.
just, hey, look, I'm just telling you guys the truth. You know, I don't mind playing a little fire here and there. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe not now, but before I did all the time.
yeah, I mean, everybody, gets the excitement of, everybody might be curious about some excitement. But the thing is, when you have negative results and you actually want positive results, you have to look at yourself and look at what you allow into your life and why. So I think that, a lot of these women really just don't have that great of a personality because kind of like back to Jesse's original point, it's like a lot of times they come with a sense of entitlement, and the entitlement may not be as extreme as the woman in the video, but there's levels to everything. And if that entitlement is at a level that's too high for the guy that you're dealing with, or like the caliber of guy that you're dealing with, then that dude's gonna be out, and any dude's gonna be out because your competition, it doesn't have that entitlement.
So pretty much, if I could summarize a little bit of that, because I like what you're saying, you attract who you are.
Exactly.
Damn, didn't I say that a few episodes ago?
Damn,
Oh
you
shit,
did,
there goes
man.
somebody talking
My
now.
bad.
Hit me up. Damn.
His toxic senses were tingling.
He was like, "Look, things are going too well."
All right.
He's like,
Nah,
"Oh, man, toxic right now." Phone.
That's the devil. Can't let him in.
All right,
Block
Phil.
that
Let me
number.
go to Phil down on this one. So, Phil, is it a personality or you see that 10 for 10, man? She out here looking like a supermodel and stuff. Poster on everybody's room. Which one is more important to you?
I would take like a 5 or a 6 who is willing to compromise and deal with the things that I have in my life as well as I would deal with things she has. A 10 out of 10 is great, something to look at, but without personality, it ain't shit. So I can't. Somebody made a point earlier. I can't have an intellectual conversation with a 10 out of 10 and you'd be sitting there like, oh, okay, cool. But if a 6 who's well educated, goes to the gym, has like a really good like foundation, that's the type of person I'm going for. That 10 out of 10 shit is dead. I'm not dealing with that.
Feel you. All right. So now that we all, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, maybe not so much a 6, but I think like if women are watching this, like the space you want to get into is that 8 territory, that 8 and above territory, and it's possible. Like even if you are 6 right now,
I say
if you
realistic is a 7. 7, 8.
Nah, I'm telling you,
9.
an 8 is doable. Like even if a chick is a 5 right now, looking at her as a 5, like she could get to 8 territory. It's gonna take. It might take a lot of. Definitely gonna have to hit that gym like extra hard, but I think naturally. Like I'm not talking about the whole surgeries and BBLs. That stuff looks stupid. Like
it does, bro.
I laugh at all the women that actually go and get those surgeries because they be looking like Donkey Kong.
But you talking about the BBLs?
Yeah, because they'll do the BBL, but they'll suck the waist, but then they'll still have Donkey Kong arms. So it's just like that shit looks funny.
I like the BBLs, man. Y'all need to fall back. I want my chicks looking like plastic out here.
I'm not gonna have Manic here and talk about a 6. I'm not gonna let you do that, bro. Because
get them.
Nah, because like it's real funny that you say that. It's real funny because
yo, Phil been getting you.
Get him, Phil, man.
Go ahead, say what's on your mind.
Get him, Phil.
Like, you were throwing some shade at me, nigga. You have, and I ain't been saying shit.
It's not about nah. It's
Phil, he has been kind of getting at you. I've been sensing it too, Playboy. I don't know what's up with him now.
After some shit, like, you know what? I'm not gonna take a stick like Phil, but I'm gonna go with this. I'm like, oh damn.
I ain't say
that's how you feel.
Like Phil.
That's how you feel. Nah, I'm just fucking around.
So Phil, how far, like, way back since y'all known each other? Because there's definitely some hostility. I think maybe like
talked to a 6.
Oh, what was that?
Don't let him go on here and cap. He ain't never even talked to a 6.
I appreciate you saying that because I can honestly say that I have not. However,
Exactly.
If we're speaking about a 10 out of 10 who is a complete fucking idiot or a 6 with a personality and a foundation, I'm going with the 6. Period. Whether I've dated that or not.
I'll believe it when I see it. If I see you walk around with a 6, I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't know.
So Phil be with some bad joints. That's what you say.
Phil's a very picky individual.
Phil got more game than a PS5 with a bunch of preschoolers.
I don't want to say I'm picky. Somebody said it. You attract what you exude. You attract what you are. I love going to the gym. I like to sing. I'm an active person. I like going out having a good time. So I'm gonna attract somebody like that.
I like that. That was presidential right there.
They do. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say no. But if I can find a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 worth of personality, I'm winning. I'm winning completely. They're rare, but they're out there.
Yeah, I'm winning. I got an 8.5 with a personality.
Hey,
but you're winning.
That's what I'm talking about, Jesse.
I'm winning.
But let me ask y'all. Let me flip it though, because I mean that was all personal responses, and I agree with y'all. I'm the same way. Like personality definitely matters. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just like I said, it's gonna save you, I think, a lot of trouble in the back end and stuff, because you know, looks fade. You know, as soon as you like move on through life, like when everything else gets old and, you know, you're like year 5 in a relationship, this is like, man, like y'all did everything. So it's like when that infatuation wears off, you're just left that individual, man. That's when them problems start coming. So, but do y'all think like most guys are thinking like that? Because the way they're like the female posed the question and stuff like that, it seems like she is running into some complications and guys are just chasing the looks. So you think like majority of males are, you know, they'll go for the looks versus the personality?
I think it's age based, bro. I think it's based off the age.
Okay.
I really do. Because somebody in their 30s is gonna look at. I would assume somebody in their 30s has a decent foundation. They've experienced life. They've been through it all, right? Me in my 20s, I've dealt with a bunch of, you know, good-looking women, but had no personality. But I was out there just trying to have fun. But now in my 30s, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I want somebody who's good looking. I want somebody who has a personality. I want somebody who has a foundation. But 20-year-old me, you couldn't tell me shit. I was in these streets just trying to have fun. So I think a younger guy is gonna go for that 10 out of 10 because at that point they're not thinking future. They're thinking right now. Whereas as you get older, you're thinking future, and you got to think about those foundational things that a person has.
But also, that's you as a man, Phil. You can't speak for the other men out here in the world. Because there are some 40-year-old men out here that think like children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's some 50-year-old,
you know,
50-year-old men out there to do the same thing.
Yeah. So like, you know, because I ain't gonna front. Like y'all think y'all know my age. I'm 28 years old, and though I say what I say on the show, like off the camera and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fairly decent dude for real. I don't care about all that, you know, long nails, you know, fake eyelashes and all the makeup and everybody trying to look a 10, the BBLs, whatever the hell it's called, because that shit just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But shit, there's a lot of grown ass men. I mean, good and grown that act younger than me, like going through a whole bunch of problems that I ain't never faced at the age of 28. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of that's why most men, in my opinion, and it's my opinion, most men go for younger women because they have like they have more control. They kind of have that eye candy, you know, that fantasy that they wanted. You know what I mean? They can't pull that same childish bullshit with a woman their age. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit not gonna fly. So that's just my opinion on that. You know, not saying that it's all men, you know, but sadly, majority of the men out here tend to go for looks. That's why women still need to take that extra step to to do that.
I think initially it is about looks because that's the first impression that you see on somebody. So if you are walking around and you happen to be single and you see a woman that's very attractive to you, it's going to draw your attention. So you're going to be interested versus if you just see a woman that you just commonly see in every day-to-day life, you're just probably just going to walk past, you know, not think nothing of it. You know, especially if you're not like out there like purposefully like, oh, I'm trying to hunt to talk to somebody. If you're just going about your everyday life and you see an average looking woman, you're not gonna there's not going to be something that pulls you to like, hey, let me say something to her. Let me shoot my shot. So it's just like, it's not that personality doesn't matter. It's just that no one's going to be able to see your personality from just looking at you, unless you're wearing like something crazy and that could like spark a conversation. But you know, if you're wearing something crazy that's like super revealing or something like that, then you're going to get the negative attention. You're going to get the wrong type of attention because, you know, men don't look at that and see like, oh, let me go see what she's about. No, it's just like, oh, she's showing all of that. She must be a whore. Like that's what we think about. So it's just like when women walk around wearing certain provocative clothes, it's like, this is what we think. And they're not dumb. Like you can't tell me a single woman out here. I mean, some of them are. I take that back. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna stop talking.
I was about to say, cancellation coming soon. Manic Genius. But man,
I was on a roll.
I was like,
I'm trying.
I was like, I don't know if I need to cut this live or where he going with this. But
Man, I would say just it depends. It depends more on emotional maturity, man. Like a lot of guys from my generation. I'm 37. My generation and up.
old as hell.
I mean, like if from what I see, is there's a lot of emotional immaturity in my age bracket and up. And even I'm like, yep, I'm gonna say it. Even in your
why you gotta lump all us in, man? You could have just stuck with your age, like 37, 38.
Yeah.
He's like all of us.
Yeah, all of us, fall into this. Of course, it's not everybody, but I see a lot of guys in my age group or older that have generational issues passed down to them, and from a standpoint of like that whole men don't cry right thing, like telling us as young men that suck it up, like and keep it moving, don't deal with your emotion, get causes a lack of like how many people have actually like on this panel and even people watching can say that they can cry given a time when they're sad or a time when they're happy, because if you cannot cry on either and you won't allow yourself to cry, it doesn't even matter if you're in front of people or if you're by yourself. If you can't cry, there's a block there. And not being able to do that, it speaks of lack of emotional maturity. And I think that men in that category tend to choose the younger woman or choose the looks because they don't want to deal with all the emotions that's going to come from a woman, let alone dealing with their own, especially when they're in a relationship. So yeah, I think it just depends on the emotional maturity of a man from any age group, young or old, to determine whether they're going to be looking for a 10 out of 10 or looking for that personality.
Yeah, I think majority of guys is definitely gonna fall into some looks category. I do like how Manning kind of broke that down because it's just like when you are meeting somebody initially, I think you are gonna kind of like look at looks is gonna factor in. I don't care who you are, men and women. But I do think like some people are beholden to the looks versus where it's just like when you do see some flaws and say like even a Cheesecake Factory lady, it's just like, oh, well, I'm out at that point when you start seeing those things where some people are just like, you know what, I don't give a damn. This person looks good. So I'm just going to stay attached anyway. So I think that's like the difference with some guys versus the others where some are just willing to walk at a certain point. Like, hey, yeah, she might look good, but I'm not too. So I agree with Jessie. It's emotional maturity and stuff like that. But yeah, just responding to the female's question was like definitely, a lot of guys do respond like that. But, just like I like what Manic was saying, build yourself up. Don't focus too much on that. find guys that's actually interested in you, and you got to kind of fix yourself too, because like I see a lot of females do that, where it's just one of those things. There's a lot of guys that be hollering at you, but you just don't like them. So you're for some reason you're kind of attracted to the bad boy and stuff like that. You want to go in that territory and go play in that turf, and then it's just like people stay attached to that. They'll like date that dude for like 5 to 10 years, lose that time, and just be bitter, about it, because they're like, oh man, guys ain't shit, at that point, instead of looking back and be like, hey, I did have some good quality guys hollering at me, but I just didn't want to talk to them for whatever reason. So I think it's like a mixture of all that stuff. Yeah, so definitely guys do look for looks, but there's a good portion of guys that go for personality. You just probably don't like them. Yeah. That's the reality.
And women look for looks too, because that's a whole part of
no,
it's like it's the exact same thing. I mean, I don't think women put as much emphasis on it as men do, because a lot of times they're more self-interested and like, as far as what can this person provide for me or do for me, what value do they add to my life, versus men, we're a lot more selfless. So we see a woman and we're just like, how can we add to their life?
Why are you giggling when you say that? You said selfless.
No, because it's true. I don't know. I just been just thinking about the relationship dynamics between a man and a woman. Matter of fact, we actually talked about this earlier. You actually got me thinking about this. You said that like, hey, how many men will give up their life for their woman? And it's just like, it's a lot, especially when a man's in love. Like, you fall on that sword, you take that bullet for that woman, you'll defend her, you'll lay your life on the line for her.
Yeah, that's getting stab count.
Yeah, all of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. That's who we are. That's who we are.
That shit hurts.
Now let me ask y'all the same question. How many women would put their life or give up their life for their man?
That's what they're designed to do. They better not. I don't even want a woman to do that for me.
No, but just it's not whether you want it or not. It's the psyche, it's the mentality. It's like, it's rare. It's rare.
I'm biased. I'm gonna have to leave myself out of this, because like I told y'all before, I'm a sex symbol. So I'm pretty sure a majority of them, anybody that ran across me is gonna do that. But I see where you're going with this. Yeah, I don't think too many of them.
Afraid of going inside of a gay bar. He's afraid of rejection.
But that's because he's a sex symbol.
Yeah, that's because it just ties into the sex symbol thing.
Somebody gonna have his ass tied in.
So yeah, I'm biased. So yeah, I think my wife would definitely do it. But yeah, I like where you're going with this.
But yeah, so it's just like, men, we look for that, like that ride or die like chick, like oh man, she's a ride or die. Like this is the one, like I'm locking in with. Like you don't let that go.
Damn.
So it's just like,
I'm off the market, ladies.
Yeah. So
all the ladies watching this, I'm off the fucking market. I'm talking
about Taj.
I've been stabbed. She actually got into a fight a few times, to where we did have to spend the night in holding. It was some shit that was happening behind my back I was unaware of, and she stepped in the middle before it could happen. We've been through some shit. We've been through some shit.
So yeah. You know, or you believe your woman would put her life on the line for you.
For sure. Like I ain't gonna give out all the deets.
Yeah. You
I ain't gonna give out all the deets, but I
don't want to incriminate anybody here.
Yeah, we've been through some shit. We put her in some fire and all.
Your wife would give her life for you?
I like to think she would. She might haul ass because I'm kind of difficult to deal with. She might be like, you know what? She'll be like looking behind me, like, where you at? Like, take off.
Jessie, what about your girl? You think?
I mean, would she?
Or it's not there yet. You guys.
Would she stand with me in an altercation? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. He tried it. That was a hellacious spin. I like that.
Would she give her life for me?
Give her life for you?
Absolutely not. And
okay.
I don't blame her. I won't want that at all.
Yeah, that's cool. but that's normal. Like, Phil, I know you so personally, so I wouldn't even ask this question because I know, you know, your situation with
Did you pause, bro?
yeah, my shit
I
froze.
thought screen. Oh, yeah, okay.
But do you think, have you ever ran into a woman, Phil? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever ran into a woman that you felt like would put her life on the line for you? Will give her life for you?
I don't think I've ever been that deep with anybody to actually have that feeling. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that I have never been with anyone that I have felt I would for them.
Yeah,
but the
sure.
feeling wasn't mutual.
Yeah. And that's real. Like,
what about you, Manic?
I was married for 8 years. I thought at the time, but fast forward to reality. Hell no. No, I ain't never ran into no woman.
So let me ask y'all something. Let me ask y'all a question though. Would you even really need to be that deeply involved with somebody to like put your life on the line? Like, say like something popped off, and would you still like fin that person to kind of put your life on the line? Like you just early phase of like dating and stuff like that. And I'll go to you first, Manic.
I'm not gonna hold you and lie. Hell no. I'm gonna need to be very deep because I don't work too hard, man, and I'm living a pretty good life. So if I'm in a situation where I gotta, give up my life for a woman, we got to be deep to the point where I know that my son is gonna be taken care of by her. Like not even on no like, oh, I'll show up for his birthdays. Like, nah, I need her to be on some like, hey, linking with my family. Like, hey, I'm gonna be in his life type forever. So
that makes sense. All right, how about you, Jesse?
That makes a lot of sense. I'm with Manic on the same deal. Where it's like, yeah, I have to be invested. I have to be deep with somebody. I don't have that. I don't have a young child where I have that to worry about. Is my child going to be taken care of? To think about. But where I'm at now, yeah, I would absolutely give my life for my woman. And I don't say that lightly. I do. I do think it's my responsibility as a man to be a protector, and she has small children, so if it was me or her, I'm taking it. I'm taking it 100%. So she could be a mom and be there for her kids. That's where I'm at.
How about you, Taj?
I'm just gonna leave it. I agree with Jesse and Manic. I mean, if it's deep, as of course I already explained, yeah. But if we just met or whatever, unless it something unexpected, I'm just trying to make sure you're safe. You know what I mean? Then who knows? I've jumped in. I've been in. I need to stop doing that. Nobody knows my shit. But I'll just say this. I have been involved in some situations where I'm just trying to make sure my people are good, and they've done the same for me. So it's give or take with that person and the relationship that you have. If it is going somewhere, it may happen unexpectedly, to where you got to act fast, and it just happens, and then you do have yourself a rider, and it's instinct. That's how you find out who love you.
It's funny you say that, Taj, because I used to be the same way. I'll be jumping into everything, man. I don't matter. If you with me, then we riding. And then, like you said, I just been through a lot of situations where, that's why I had to move away from certain parts. And that's why I, stopped going into certain situations, man, to protect myself. Because I remember somebody was asking me, they're like, man, are you like scared of going out? I'm like, no, man, it's just because I know how I am. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting around waiting around. Like, if I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm gonna ride out. And it just put me in some bad situations. So I just had to learn myself and stuff. So I get what you're saying, man. So yeah, you might need to avoid some spots. You know what I'm saying?
That's for
But
sure.
Phil,
Like I told you, if I go back on that side of the map, I ain't going back to Maryland.
nah, leave
I
it
gotta
alone,
live
man.
in
I feel you.
Maryland. Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like from what y'all said, right? You're only gonna be put in those situations if you put yourself in that situation. So
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
if you avoid, like, I'm not going to fucking DC to turn up. I'm gonna take my little bougie ass now to Old Town. I'm gonna go to fucking Arlington. I'm being real. As I'm getting older, I'm like, I got time for that bullshit. I got time to be worried about who I'm gonna fucking fight, or if I'm gonna get shot or stabbed. Nah. So I'm gonna go to a place where I don't have to worry about that shit. And if you do that, you have to nothing to worry about. This whole thing would be irrelevant if people did that more. But then you have the knuckleheads who are just like, nah, I want to go here. Okay, cool. Put yourself in that situation and watch what happens.
Nah, I'm with you on that, Phil.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
agree.
to the bougie
You do
spots
have to
with
be
you.
select. You do have to be selective with where you go. But what if it's the off chance that you're in, like, you in a grocery store, you shopping for groceries, and some wild shit jump off. Like,
That's
you
why
ain't even out there trying to party.
Where you shopping at? Piggly Wiggly?
Man,
You better go to Wegmans and stop playing.
Nah, man, Foreman Mills.
Take your ass to Wegmans or a fucking Lidl or an Aldi or some shit. Stay on the good side. Don't be fucking with that.
Jesse going to the local hood spot.
Yeah,
the bodega.
The corner, bro. Like, nah, you asking for some shit. Then
strap.
You gotta go in strap in a situation like that.
But nah, I get you, Jesse. If it is random, then yeah, man, you got to do what you got to do to get out of that situation. But even like with those type of scenarios and stuff, I learned, man, I can't get too involved. It's like, man, find a way where you can separate, get your peoples out of there, and like go on. My dumb ass back in the day, I was like Taj, like I'm getting all in the mix. You know? So
we're just young and dumb, man.
Yeah,
that's all. Now I ain't been in them type of situations for quite a while now, of course.
Yeah, because I mean, when you do have kids and stuff, man, I think you do got to look at. I like what like Manic and Jessie was touching on. It's just like, man, you got your own family now, your own legacy. So, if you go, it's only going to make it harder on them and stuff. So it's just, yeah, you do got to start maneuvering a little differently with that. Definitely great topics, man. I think we'll go ahead and close this out. Give us a quick one today since we've been cooking long lately and stuff like that. So we'll go around and get the outros and stuff and, close this out for today. So, Jesse, where can we find you at? And any departing words of wisdom, you dropping some gems on us.
Yeah, man. You could find me at Kingdom Barber Lounge. You can find me on Instagram at Jessie the Barber Morris. You can find me on TikTok. And man, I would just say, man, for all the young men and women, man, just be honest with yourself, who you are. Be honest with what you want, and man, don't make decisions and chase. Man, just attract what you want. Be who you are, and just let things come to you, man. Because the things that come to you are better.
No, that's tight. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm coming to see you anyways tomorrow, Jesse. So,
all right, I'm gonna push you back.
But all right, Taj, any departing words of wisdom, and where can we find you at when the animals coming? When the animal show, man?
You guys can find me at Sagacious Taj on IG. Right now I'm looking at. See, I want to give out an exact date. Right now we're in the middle of recording. I'm doing more research on my animals right now, so that way I don't be sounding stupid when I am on the tube and somebody be like, hey, you said this wrong. Nigga, I breed these motherfuckers. I ain't trying to have no type of trolls whatsoever. So I'm making sure I got all my facts straight about my animals and stuff like that before I, post it officially. But I'm looking at November.
Hey, so Taj, are you gonna use like the Latin names for the animals and stuff? But like this is the Sarcophagus, Liticus, Midibus, how they be doing that.
The only one.
Like, all right, rattlesnake. Why didn't you just say rattlesnake?
No, I'm going straightforward with mine. They
okay.
By names that I call them, they're gonna know what species it is and everything. So.
And it's gonna be like, are you gonna do like videos or lives? Because I don't want you like cutting out the part where they bite you and stuff. Like you mishandle the animal.
Oh no, I'm gonna record all of that. It ain't gonna be no
okay.
editing it out. I can't say it right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's pretty much gonna be like a day in life. What I do, especially on the weekends when it comes down to the feedings. Changing out enclosures, cleaning out enclosures, how I handle them. Teaching about them, everything.
All right, now that's dope. Appreciate that. All right,
Yeah.
Phil. Parting words, and where can we find you at?
So I'll say, for the young women and men out there, have your fun, live your life, but eventually y'all gonna have to like restructure things. Like things that are important now are not gonna be important in the future, and you'll see that as things come, as time passes. You can find me on OnlyFans, Phil underscore.
What the fuck? No.
You can find me on TikTok, Phil underscore Pack. But yeah, that's all I got.
He ain't lying about
All
the OnlyFans. I'm willing to bet.
Nah.
Said Phil on there doing feet pics. That's what I'm talking.
Yo, that's wild.
Oh, that was funny, man. You threw me off with that. But I gotta get that clip of you singing, man. I'm gonna play it on one of the shows and stuff. So yeah, we definitely got. And Manic, he's a little tied up right now, so I'll just go ahead and definitely tune into the channel. And when like Taj gets set up, and if anybody else creates channels, I'll make sure we post it on our channel so you guys can go and support them on those like endeavors or whatever they end up doing and stuff like that. Because we want to make sure we support everybody. But yeah, definitely tune into the videos. And thanks for people that's been supporting. Keep on sending us topics you want us to break down and stuff like that. And we'll see y'all next time. Oh yeah, I gotta support the Jets. It's not a good year, so
It's never good.
we'll be picking high, but still rocking with the team. The Cowboys gonna be there too. So
Hey, look, I give y'all credit. Y'all beat the Eagles for it. Hey, you beat the Eagles. So,
yeah, we did get that. I was kind of upset they won. I'm like, man, just ride this out. We need that pick. Like, stop playing. I be getting mad when they be trying to go on them little streaks and stuff. But the Cowboys, man, I don't know, man. We might have to discuss this like on one of these lives. Get to the bottom of that. I don't know I ain't looking too great either.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
You think so?
Every year, every season.
He said, I know, Taj. Tell him, man. Every season we go through this, man. It's hurtful to see y'all, man.
Who's your team?
The Seahawks.
Oh, okay, cool.
We in a rebuild. We in a rebuild.
Let's go ahead and go back. Let's go. He can't talk right now. So
we in a rebuilding stage.
But it's funny because I was looking at the like scores and like standings. They're not in a bad spot though for their division though.
Second. We second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They in striking distance. Cowboys about out of it, man.
No, we not. 5-2. We gotta be 5-2.
We're in second. We're in second place.
But I'm saying it's like what, like 2 to 3 games, man.
We're only 1 game back.
That's it.
That's it. One game. I'm gonna have to look at that. I think y'all capping, man.
If the Eagles lose 1 game, we'll be tied with them if we win 1 game. That's it.
Man, let me pull this up because I swear to God, I was looking at this the other day, man. It was like a 2 to
6-1. Yeah, they're
What was
6-1.
that?
They're 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1, 6-1.
Who, the
They
Eagles?
haven't had a bye week yet, so
Yeah, we had a bye.
Yeah, we had a bye.
So where y'all see the 1 game back? Like, I don't. Hold on.
So if we win a game, they lose a game.
Yeah.
We're tied.
Y'all 2 games back.
They're gonna have a bye eventually.
That's true. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
they're gonna have a bye. So
but
realistically, like we're a game and a half back.
Right.
But I mean, but Commanders are like 1 game behind y'all. That's what I'm saying. And we're like Giants is like 2. Yeah,
We're not gonna talk about the team, okay?
Yeah,
We're not gonna talk
We play y'all on the 30th. We gonna see about y'all on the 30th.
Y'all playing the Cowboys, Tosh?
Yeah, we play the Cowboys on the 30th.
Tosh, are you sick right now?
That's
You
not
feel
gonna be
okay?
good.
Huh?
That's not gonna be
You
good
feel
for
okay?
the Seahawks. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm feeling
That's
great.
not gonna be
I'm feeling
good.
great,
I'm
dog.
just you're not sick because you're talking some nonsense right now. It's not.
Hey, man.
Look,
That's nonsense, bro. You a Cowboys fan.
I'm gonna send you a Cowboy shirt, make you feel better, man. I got you. Don't even worry about it. Look, matter of fact, when you pull up,
Let me see who y'all got this week. Let me see who the Cowboys got. Oh, y'all got the Rams. Chalk that up as a loss, man. Damn.
All right.
I ain't been keeping up with them at all. How the Rams been doing?
They all right. They mid-tier, just like Cowboys.
Bad. Real bad.
They whipped our ass. Never mind.
They mid, just like Cowboys. They right in that mid pack, man.
Oh,
Man, look, you
goodness.
cannot talk about mid wearing a Jet shirt. You can't do it. There's nothing you can say, bro. Like, you cannot talk that shit wearing a Jet shirt.
That's all right, man.
so true.
Hold on. Let me look at that. We're just sitting on this like
You got a
hierarchy.
hater that's outside the place, like, yeah, get him. I can't get him, but you got him though. I'm gonna sit back here. You do your thing because I can't pull up.
Y'all was getting some.
We got a pretty
BS
good
calls
division
against the
though.
Chiefs,
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty good
No, we
division.
don't.
Y'all have never been relevant ever, like ever.
Nah, we haven't. Since my man was Broadway Joe.
Was that
After that,
1962 or some shit when the
it's
NFL
like
first started?
79.
It's been that long,
Oh,
bro.
close enough. Got it. Close
Yeah,
enough.
79. It's been a rough patch.
79.
Yeah, that's more than a rough patch right there.
Yeah. When it's been decades. Yeah, you doing bad. But
Half
all
a
right,
cent.
man. Yeah, we had to get
Another
that trash
delusional fan
talking
base.
in. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go ahead and close this out though, man. Like I said, great show, man. Appreciate y'all showing up, and yeah, I'll definitely keep tuning in. Peace.